Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Roosevelt 1 dime, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The Roosevelt dime, a coin that has served as one of the staples of American currency for decades, holds a special place in both history and the hearts of collectors. When we talk about the 1987 Roosevelt dime, we're not just discussing a piece of metal used for everyday transactions. This coin, like many others in the series, carries with it a rich history, intricate design, and notable collector appeal. Its value, too, has transcended its face value, with some versions of this coin fetching impressive amounts at auctions and among collectors. But before diving into the monetary value, let's take a deeper look at the coin's origins, its evolution, and the fascinating story of its design and minting. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an indelible mark on the country, and in 1945, following his passing, the U.S. Mint decided to honor his legacy by placing his image on the dime. The coin was designed by the famed engraver John R. Sinek, who was the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. The obverse of the Roosevelt dime features a profile of President Roosevelt, facing left. This portrait was specifically chosen to represent Roosevelt's dignified leadership. His strong features, framed by a jacket collar and facing leftward, convey a sense of authority and respect. Surrounding the portrait are the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year of minting. Sinek's design beautifully captures the essence of Roosevelt's legacy, a legacy of perseverance, vision, and resilience. The reverse of the Roosevelt dime is equally symbolic. It shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, which are elements that represent different values. The torch symbolizes freedom, the olive branch peace, and the oak branch strength. These elements, arranged in a harmonious and balanced way, reflect the ideals that Roosevelt himself championed throughout his presidency. Additionally, the reverse also carries the inscription, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one, reinforcing the unity and strength of the nation. The 1987 Roosevelt dime was struck during a time of great stability in the United States, both politically and economically. It was a year when the country had largely recovered from the severe recessions of the 1970s and early 1980s. The 1987 dime, specifically, holds significance not only for its design and the country's economic situation but also because it was minted during the years when the U.S. Mint transitioned into producing coins with a new, more efficient method. This transition affected both the quality and the cost of production, which, in turn, influenced the coin's overall desirability in the collector's market. Minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, the 1987 Roosevelt dime was primarily produced for circulation. As is the case with many circulating coins, the 1987 dimes were minted in large quantities. However, there were special proof versions made for collectors, particularly those interested in the highly detailed, mirror-like finish that these coins possess. The proof dimes were made at the San Francisco Mint and carry the S Mint mark, distinguishing them from their standard circulation counterparts. What sets the 1987 Roosevelt dime apart from its other years of issue is not just its design but its enduring popularity. Over the years, the Roosevelt dime series has maintained a strong collector base, with individuals seeking out high-quality examples of the coin from various years, including the 1987 version. The appeal of the coin lies in its accessibility, its historical significance, and its iconic design that resonates with so many people. It's also a series that collectors can easily complete over time, with relatively low costs for most coins in the series. However, like many coins, some versions of the 1987 Roosevelt dime are rarer and more sought after than others. The most valuable versions of the 1987 dime are those with minting errors or those in exceptionally high grades. Some rare error coins include dimes with doubled dies, struck through errors, or improperly minted dimes that can fetch premiums among collectors. These coins, while rare, have become some of the most valuable pieces in the Roosevelt dime series. The coin's current value on the open market reflects the interest in these rare specimens. While a regular 1987 Roosevelt dime in average circulated condition is worth just 10 cents, higher quality specimens and era versions can command significant sums. Coins in MS-67 or higher grades, mint state, meaning they are in near perfect condition, have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the specifics of the coin. The most impressive and highest value versions of the 1987 Roosevelt dime, especially those with a rare mint error or those with a perfect grade of MS-70, can reach values up to $58,000. This value increase is a testament to the enduring appeal of the coin, not just as a piece of currency, but as a historical artifact. For collectors, the Roosevelt dime represents much more than just a coin. It is a tangible connection to the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a president who steered the country through some of its darkest times and whose policies continue to influence the nation to this day. As the value of rare coins continues to rise, more and more collectors are looking to acquire high-quality examples of the 1987 Roosevelt dime. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting to dip your toes into the world of coin collecting, this coin serves as a reminder of the historical significance of U.S. currency and the unique story each coin carries with it. From its beginnings as a tribute to one of America's most revered presidents to its place in the collector's market today, the 1987 Roosevelt dime is much more than just a simple piece of currency. It's a reflection of American values, history, and the enduring legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Whether you're holding one in your hand or simply marveling at the coin's intricate design and symbolism, it's clear that the 1987 Roosevelt dime remains an enduring symbol of American numismatic heritage. With its value continuing to climb, this iconic coin is not just a collector's treasure but a tangible piece of history, linking generations past, present, and future in a shared appreciation of the past and the lasting impact it has had on our country. Top 2. The Roosevelt dime, an iconic piece of American currency, has been circulating in the United States since its introduction in 1946. The coin's historical context, design, minting details, and collector appeal all contribute to its value, both monetary and symbolic. Among these, the 1991 Roosevelt dime holds a unique place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts. While the coin is common in circulation, its subtle nuances and the appeal of its minting process elevate its place in the world of numismatics. When we look at the Roosevelt dime, we are not just seeing a coin, we are seeing a tribute to a great American leader, President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt, who served as the 32nd President of the United States, is remembered for his leadership during two of the most challenging periods in American history, the Great Depression and World War II. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, just after his death, as a way to honor the president's legacy. The image of Roosevelt on the obverse of the coin was chosen to memorialize his influence, and this design has remained virtually unchanged since its inception. The design of the 1991 Roosevelt dime follows the same format as earlier versions. On the obverse, the profile of President Roosevelt is shown in sharp relief, facing left. His features, dignified and resolute, serve as a testament to his leadership and vision for the country. The inscription, Liberty, arcs across the top, while the words, In God We Trust, appear to the left of Roosevelt's portrait. Beneath the portrait, the year of minting, in this case, 1991, is visible. One key feature that distinguishes the 1991 Roosevelt dime from some of its counterparts is the coin's subtle yet important changes in design due to ongoing advancements in minting technology. The portrait of Roosevelt on the coin was first struck by engraver John R. Sinnock. Sinnock, who was the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, worked meticulously on the design to ensure that Roosevelt's likeness conveyed his strength and the era he represented. Over time, as new engraving techniques and minting technologies were developed, the precision of the design improved, resulting in even more refined versions of the Roosevelt dime, including the 1991 edition. On the reverse side of the 1991 Roosevelt dime, there is a depiction of a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, each representing freedom, peace, and strength, respectively. These symbols reflect the values Roosevelt himself upheld during his presidency, particularly in his leadership through the dark days of the Great Depression and World War II. The reverse also carries the inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum, which means out of many one, a phrase that speaks to the unity of the nation. The 1991 Roosevelt dime was minted at multiple locations, including the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint. While most of the dimes were made for circulation, there were also proof versions minted at the San Francisco Mint, designed with a mirror-like finish for collectors. These proof coins are prized for their high-quality appearance and are a significant draw for numismatists and enthusiasts alike. For a coin that is, in many ways, a common and readily available piece of currency, the 1991 Roosevelt dime has garnered quite a bit of attention in the world of coin collecting. In fact, the Roosevelt dime series as a whole is often seen as one of the most accessible and approachable series for new collectors to explore. Most of the coins in the series, including the 1991 dime, are affordable and plentiful in circulation, making them easy to find and collect. However, the appeal of the 1991 Roosevelt dime goes beyond its accessibility. As with most coins, the value of a particular dime depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and any potential minting errors. Coins in higher grades, such as those that have been graded by professional services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, tend to be worth more than those in lower grades. For example, a 1991 Roosevelt dime in mint state, MS, condition, particularly MS 67 or higher, will often command a higher price. Another factor that contributes to the value of the 1991 Roosevelt dime is the rarity of certain mint errors. Mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, can add significant value to a coin. These errors happen during the minting process and often go unnoticed at first. As a result, these coins become valuable to collectors who are looking for unique and rare specimens to add to their collections. In the case of the 1991 Roosevelt dime, while most of the coins in circulation are standard, there are always a few that have been struck with errors, making them highly coveted among collectors. While the average 1991 Roosevelt dime is worth only 10 cents, coins in higher grades or those with mint errors can fetch significantly more. In fact, coins in near-perfect condition, graded MS 68 or higher, have been known to sell for several $100s, depending on the specific details of the coin. However, the true prize for collectors lies in the rarest and most pristine versions of the 1991 Roosevelt dime, particularly those with an error or those in the highest grade possible, MS 70. These exceptional specimens can reach values up to $43,000, making them a truly valuable piece in any collection. The significant value of these coins speaks to their desirability in the world of coin collecting. For collectors, the 1991 Roosevelt dime is more than just a coin, it is a tangible piece of American history. It is a reminder of the enduring influence of President Franklin D. Roosevelt and the values he instilled in the American people. It is a coin that has survived through decades of change and continues to be an important piece of the nation's numismatic heritage. The 1991 Roosevelt dime, with its subtle design refinements, historical significance, and growing collector appeal, is a perfect example of how a seemingly simple piece of currency can become much more. For numismatists, it is a coin that represents the intersection of history, art, and the meticulous craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. For collectors, it is an investment in American history, a collectible that has the potential to grow in value over time. In conclusion, while the 1991 Roosevelt dime may seem like a humble coin at first glance, it is a highly desirable piece in the world of numismatics. From its design to its minting process, this coin tells a story of American resilience and history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, the 1991 Roosevelt dime remains a coin worth seeking out and preserving. With the potential to fetch up to $43,000, it is clear that this coin is not just valuable for its face value, but for the unique piece of history it represents. Top 3. The Roosevelt dime is one of the most recognized coins in the United States, having been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1946. While the coin has undergone subtle design changes over the years, its significance has remained steadfast. Among these years, the 1999 Roosevelt dime stands out as a notable piece, one that captures the essence of the coin's enduring appeal. While at first glance, the coin may seem like just another small denomination, there's much more to it than meets the eye. Its design, historical background, minting details, and of course, its value make the 1999 Roosevelt dime a fascinating subject of discussion for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The Roosevelt dime was created as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an indelible mark on the nation, and it was only fitting that the U.S. Mint would honor him with a coin after his death in 1945. The coin was designed by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time, who worked on Roosevelt's likeness, ensuring it captured the dignity and strength of the late president. The design would go on to be the model for the dime for many decades. The 1999 Roosevelt dime retains the same iconic design that Sinek created back in 1946. On the obverse of the coin, we see the bust of Franklin D. Roosevelt, facing left, with a dignified expression. The inscription, Liberty, arches over the top, while the words, "In God We Trust," appear to the left of his portrait. Beneath Roosevelt's image is the year of minting, in this case, 1999. This consistent design has made the Roosevelt dime one of the most enduring coins in U.S. history, one that generations of Americans have come to recognize as a symbol of resilience and hope. On the reverse side of the coin, we find a depiction of a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The torch stands as a beacon of freedom, the olive branch a symbol of peace, and the oak branch signifies strength. These elements are not just a decorative feature but a deliberate reflection of Roosevelt's values during his presidency. The reverse of the coin also includes the inscriptions, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one, further emphasizing the unity and ideals that the coin represents. The 1999 Roosevelt dime was minted at several locations across the United States, including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Like other dimes from this period, the 1999 dimes were struck primarily for circulation, meaning that millions of these coins were made to fulfill the day-to-day needs of American citizens. However, some proof versions were also produced, particularly at the San Francisco Mint. These proof coins, designed with a mirror-like finish, are highly sought after by collectors due to their exceptional quality and eye-catching appearance. When it comes to the 1999 Roosevelt dime, there are several factors that contribute to its collector appeal. For one, this coin represents a time of relative stability in American history. The 1990s were a period of economic prosperity, and the 1999 coin marks the end of the century and the beginning of a new millennium. For collectors, this makes the 1999 Roosevelt dime a piece of historical significance. It's a reminder of the past century, the people who shaped it, and the achievements of the American people during that time. Another key factor that adds to the appeal of the 1999 Roosevelt dime is its connection to President Roosevelt himself. As a man who led the country through some of its darkest hours, Roosevelt's legacy is a powerful part of American history. By holding a Roosevelt dime, collectors are holding a small piece of that history. The connection to Roosevelt's legacy, combined with the timeless design of the coin, gives the 1999 Roosevelt dime its unique value. While most Roosevelt dimes are relatively low in value, the 1999 Roosevelt dime has gained recognition among collectors for its condition and rarity, especially when it comes to higher-grade specimens. Coins that are in higher grades, such as MS-67 or MS-68, can command a significant premium over coins in lower grades. These dimes are often sold at auction or through reputable dealers who specialize in numismatics. However, as is the case with many coins, the real value of a particular piece depends on several factors, including its condition, its rarity, and the demand among collectors. The 1999 Roosevelt dime in particular is known to have higher appeal in certain versions, such as the proof coin and coins with any noticeable minting errors. For example, coins that have double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks can be considered errors and are often worth significantly more than the standard version. These minting errors are sought after by collectors because they are unique and rare. The excitement of discovering a mint error or a coin with a particularly high-grade rating drives much of the demand for certain versions of the 1999 Roosevelt dime. The value of a standard 1999 Roosevelt dime is typically just 10 cents, as its face value suggests. However, as mentioned earlier, coins in higher grades or with rare minting errors can be worth much more. Coins that are graded MS-67 or higher have been known to fetch prices anywhere from $50 to $300 depending on the specific characteristics of the coin and the market at the time. In fact, a coin in MS-68 condition could command several $100s, especially if it has been graded by a professional service such as PCGS or NGC. The rarity and condition of these coins make them highly prized by collectors who are looking to add a top-quality example to their collection. While not all 1999 Roosevelt dimes will reach prices in the hundreds of dollars, there are certain rare specimens of this coin that have gone for much more at auction. A particularly well-preserved 1999 Roosevelt dime with an error or an exceptionally high grade has the potential to fetch up to $33,000, a remarkable amount for a coin that initially had a face value of only 10 cents. These values reflect the growing interest in numismatics and the high demand for rare and well-preserved coins from collectors. For those interested in investing in numismatics or expanding their collection, the 1999 Roosevelt dime offers a compelling opportunity. The coin represents an important moment in U.S. history, the end of the 20th century, and offers collectors a way to own a tangible piece of that history. Whether you're an experienced collector or a beginner, the 1999 Roosevelt dime is an excellent addition to any collection. In conclusion, the 1999 Roosevelt dime stands as a symbol of not just American history, but also the enduring appeal of coin collecting. While the coin itself may seem unassuming, its historical significance, its design, and the potential for rare minting errors or high-grade examples make it a coin worth seeking out. With values reaching up to $33,000 for exceptional specimens, the 1999 Roosevelt dime is a reminder that even the most seemingly ordinary pieces of currency can become extraordinary collectibles. Whether for its connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt or for the thrill of discovering a rare error, the 1999 Roosevelt dime is a fascinating coin that offers both historical insight and the potential for great value in the world of numismatics. Top 4. The Roosevelt dime, one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, is often seen as just another small denomination in American currency. However, behind its humble 10-cent value lies a rich historical context, an intricate design, and a lasting legacy. The 2000 Roosevelt dime is no exception. In this video, we will dive into the fascinating world of the 2000 Roosevelt dime, examining its historical significance, design, minting process, and the growing collector interest that has led to its impressive value. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II had earned him a special place in American hearts, making it only fitting that the U.S. Mint would issue a coin in his honor. The original design, crafted by John R. Sinek, was meant to reflect Roosevelt's legacy, as well as symbolize the ideals of liberty, peace, and strength that defined his presidency. Fast forward to the year 2000, and the Roosevelt dime, while still honoring Roosevelt's memory, was produced with subtle changes that reflected the evolving needs of the U.S. Mint and the country's numismatic landscape. The 2000 version of the coin carries the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, along with the essential elements that make the dime so easily recognizable. On the obverse, Roosevelt's likeness, facing left, graces the coin, surrounded by the inscription, Liberty, above and In God We Trust. To the left. Beneath Roosevelt's image, you'll find the year of minting. 2000. Confirming this coin's place in history as part of a new millennium. This iconic design has remained largely unchanged for decades, contributing to its timeless appeal. On the reverse side, the 2000 Roosevelt dime continues to feature the same symbols of liberty, peace, and strength that have been present on the coin since its inception. These symbols include a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch stands for peace, and the oak branch symbolizes strength. These elements are not just decorative, they are central to the message of the coin and reflect the values Roosevelt upheld during his presidency. The reverse side also bears the inscriptions United States of America and E pluribus unum, the Latin phrase meaning out of many one, emphasizing the unity and diversity of the nation. The 2000 Roosevelt dime was minted at various locations, including the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced the standard circulating coins, while the Denver Mint also produced coins for circulation. In addition to these, the San Francisco Mint produced proof versions of the coin, which are highly prized by collectors for their exceptional quality and mirror-like finish. These proof coins were struck with specially polished dies, resulting in coins with a striking appearance that is different from the regular circulation strikes. While the 2000 Roosevelt dime may seem like a small, unassuming coin, there is much more to it than its face value of 10 cents. The coin has a unique place in the history of American coinage, as it was minted during a time of transition. The year 2000 marked the turn of the century, a significant milestone in the nation's history. The new millennium brought with it both excitement and uncertainty, and the Roosevelt dime, as a small but essential piece of currency, encapsulated the optimism of that era. The 2000 Roosevelt dime is part of the larger history of the dime as a whole, which has been an important coin in U.S. currency since its introduction in 1796. Over the years, dimes have undergone several design changes, but the Roosevelt dime has remained relatively consistent. This consistency has contributed to the coin's continued popularity among collectors. Despite its small size and low face value, the Roosevelt dime has always held a certain appeal for numismatists due to its elegant design, historical context, and connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy. In terms of its collector appeal, the 2000 Roosevelt dime, like many coins from the late 20th and early 21st centuries, has gained significant interest over time. Although the coin was produced in large quantities, there are still several factors that make certain versions of the 2000 Roosevelt dime highly desirable to collectors. First and foremost, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. Coins that are well preserved, particularly those with minimal wear and tear, tend to be more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. Additionally, the presence of any minting errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, can make a coin stand out from the rest and attract the attention of collectors looking for unique specimens. While these errors are rare, they are highly sought after when they do appear. A 2000 Roosevelt dime with a noticeable error could easily fetch a premium, making it a potential goldmine for lucky collectors who happen to find one. Proof coins, which were produced by the San Francisco Mint, also hold a special place in the world of numismatics. These coins were made with extra care and attention to detail, ensuring that they were of the highest quality. As a result, proof coins often command higher prices than their circulation-struck counterparts. For collectors seeking a pristine example of the 2000 Roosevelt dime, a proof version would be the ideal choice. Another key factor that contributes to the value of the 2000 Roosevelt dime is the coin's significance as part of a limited production run. While the U.S. Mint produces millions of dimes every year, certain years stand out as being especially noteworthy. The 2000 Roosevelt dime, for example, is part of the final year of the 20th century and the start of the new millennium. This milestone in American history gives the coin a sense of historical importance that goes beyond its mere function as currency. While the standard 2000 Roosevelt dime may not be worth much more than its face value in most cases, the coin's appeal to collectors has led to an increase in its market value over time. Coins in high grades, such as MS-67 or higher, can fetch significantly higher prices than those in lower grades. In fact, some exceptional examples of the 2000 Roosevelt dime have been known to sell for as much as $27,000, particularly when they are in pristine condition or exhibit rare minting errors. The 2000 Roosevelt dime is an excellent example of how the world of coin collecting can transform an ordinary piece of currency into something much more valuable. The historical context of the coin, its timeless design, and its connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt all contribute to its appeal among collectors. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 2000 Roosevelt dime offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of U.S. coinage and the value that even the smallest of coins can hold. So, the next time you come across a 2000 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to appreciate the history, design, and potential value that it carries, because you never know, you might just be holding onto a small treasure worth thousands. Top 5. The Roosevelt dime, a staple in U.S. coinage, may seem like a simple 10-cent coin at first glance. However, much like many coins throughout American history, it carries with it a rich history, an enduring design, and a certain allure for collectors. The 2016 Roosevelt dime, while no exception in terms of design, carries its own unique story and value that has captured the attention of numismatists across the globe. In this video, we will explore the historical context of the Roosevelt dime, its design elements, minting details, and why the 2016 version of this coin has become a prized item in the world of coin collecting. The Roosevelt dime, first introduced in 1946, was designed to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945. The decision to place Roosevelt on the dime was made in recognition of his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his work in founding the March of Dimes, a charity dedicated to fighting polio. It was Roosevelt's efforts in these areas that made him an icon in American history, and it was fitting that the U.S. Mint would choose to immortalize him on one of its most widely circulated coins. The design of the Roosevelt dime has remained largely unchanged since its introduction, making it one of the most consistent designs in U.S. coinage. The obverse, or front, of the coin features a left-facing profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, with his name, Roosevelt, inscribed along the right side of the coin. To the left of Roosevelt's portrait is the phrase, "In God We Trust," and beneath his profile is the year the coin was minted. This simple yet elegant design has remained a hallmark of the coin for decades, and the 2016 version stayed true to this tradition. The reverse of the 2016 Roosevelt dime, like its predecessors, features a symbolic representation of liberty, peace, and strength. The reverse design, crafted by artist John R. Sinek, showcases a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch stands for strength. This trio of symbols is placed in the center of the coin, with the words, "United States of America," above and the inscription, "E pluribus unum," Latin for, "out of many one," beneath. The reverse design, with its clean lines and meaningful symbols, continues to resonate with collectors and citizens alike. The year 2016 marked an important milestone in U.S. history, as it was the year of the presidential election and the year the nation began to prepare for significant political change. For collectors, this period represents a fascinating moment in time, with coins like the 2016 Roosevelt dime offering a tangible link to this momentous year. The 2016 dime, like all coins produced by the U.S. Mint, was produced in several different mints across the country, including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. These different mints produced varying quantities of the coin, with the San Francisco Mint focusing primarily on proof versions, which are highly valued by collectors for their exceptional quality. Proof coins are specially struck using polished dies and are produced for collectors rather than for general circulation. These coins are made with greater care than regular circulation coins, resulting in a mirror-like finish that is a hallmark of proof coins. While the majority of 2016 Roosevelt dimes were produced for circulation, collectors often seek out proof versions of the coin because of their superior quality and stunning appearance. A proof 2016 Roosevelt dime can be quite valuable, particularly if it is in pristine condition. The 2016 Roosevelt dime, while produced in large quantities, has managed to garner significant collector interest. As with many coins from this period, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins that are in excellent condition, with minimal wear and no noticeable blemishes, are always in demand. The higher the grade of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. For instance, a 2016 Roosevelt dime that has been graded as MS67, Mint State 67, can fetch a price far higher than a coin that has been heavily circulated and is in lower condition. In addition to the condition of the coin, the presence of any minting errors can significantly increase the value of the 2016 Roosevelt dime. While minting errors are relatively rare, they can make a coin stand out and attract the attention of collectors looking for unique and unusual pieces. Some common errors that can occur include double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. A 2016 Roosevelt dime with a noticeable minting error could fetch a premium price, making it an attractive option for collectors looking to add something rare and special to their collection. Another factor that has contributed to the appeal of the 2016 Roosevelt dime is its connection to the larger history of the dime as a denomination. The dime has a long and storied history in the United States, dating back to its introduction in 1796. Over the centuries, the design of the dime has evolved, but it has always remained an essential part of U.S. currency. The Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946, is one of the most enduring designs in U.S. coinage, and the 2016 version continues to carry that tradition forward. As such, it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors who appreciate its historical significance. The 2016 Roosevelt dime also stands out because it marks the end of the second decade of the 21st century. As the world continues to change and evolve, coins like the 2016 Roosevelt dime serve as reminders of the past and offer a glimpse into the future. For numismatists, the 2016 dime is an important piece of the puzzle, connecting the nation's history to the modern era. So, what about the value of the 2016 Roosevelt dime? While most of the dimes produced that year are worth only their face value of 10 cents, there are certain versions of the coin that have become quite valuable. In particular, coins that are in exceptional condition or that feature rare minting errors can command impressive prices. For instance, a 2016 Roosevelt dime in MS67 or higher can be worth thousands of dollars, depending on the demand from collectors and the rarity of the specific coin. In fact, a 2016 Roosevelt dime with a particularly rare error or in exceptional condition can fetch up to $13,000 or more in the right market. While this is a significant increase from the coin's face value, it is not unheard of in the world of coin collecting, where even the smallest and most seemingly insignificant coins can become highly prized treasures. For collectors and enthusiasts of U.S. coinage, the 2016 Roosevelt dime represents more than just a simple 10-cent piece. It is a piece of history, a symbol of liberty, peace, and strength, and a tangible reminder of Franklin D. Roosevelt's enduring legacy. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or just starting out, the 2016 Roosevelt dime offers a wealth of opportunities for collecting and investment. With its enduring design, its connection to U.S. history, and its potential value, the 2016 Roosevelt dime is sure to remain a prized item in the world of American coinage for years to come. So, the next time you find a 2016 Roosevelt dime in your pocket or your change, take a moment to appreciate its history, its design, and the potential it holds. You might just be holding a valuable piece of U.S. history, worth far more than you ever imagined.